In the Torah, Dr. Alexander, in the Torah and the faith of the Judaism, there is reference to a Moshiach, a righteous person who will come in the end of times, in order to be a light unto all nations and bring peace, justice, and wisdom to entire humanity. This is very much similar to the Hazrat Mahdi in the religion of Islam. Since the intention of both of these figures are the same, to bring peace, love and faith to the entire humanity, could they be the same person?
This question, it's a question of the very highest level of spiritual religious understanding. I personally feel that I'm not qualified. I feel I would be overstepping my boundaries in my religious journey. I know that there are teachers much more respectable, much more experienced, who are steeped in the religious study, who have capability and the authority to speak about such matters. I know there are, like, in Muslim religions, there are Sufi masters who study spiritual aspect of Islam. In Jewish religion, there are people who are immersed in Kabbalah, who also immersed in very, very high-level spiritual aspects of Judaism, who have authority and responsibility to deal with these matters. And I feel I myself, I'm not privy to this level of understanding.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, actually, there is. We say this because the reason is the signs given in the Torah for the emergence of King Messiah are exactly the same. According to Islam, Mahdi will bring justice and peace to the entire world, and in Torah and Judaic sources, it's stated King Messiah will bring peace to the entire world.
Yes.
And for example, I will give you a very good example of one hadith and description in the Torah. In the Torah, it's stated approximately a child will put his or her hand into the nest of a snake. It will not harm this child. That's the sign of the time of the King Moshiach. There's a hadith stating exactly the same. A child will put the hand into the nest of the snake. It will not harm. So that means he must be the same person. And for example, Moshiach will eradicate all the weapons, and they will be used in the industry, and there will be no wars, no bloodshed. Hadiths are exactly the same. And in the Quran, there is a reference in one verse, and Allah stated that Allah will prevail the religious morality in the world. And Allah indicates that Allah wrote this in the Psalms and in the Torah. So when we look at the Torah and Psalms, we find the description of the religious morality prevailing the world with King Moshiach. So that means he must be the same person, and he will. And according to the hadiths, King Messiah is the king of the world.
Yes.
So he will rule Jews with Torah, he will rule Muslims with Quran, and he will rule the Christians with Bible. That's from the hadiths also. So we believe he will be the king of the world, and he will rule the entire world with justice. And we feel that the signs are coming, like we spoke before, like a painful contractions. You said in Hebrew, maybe you can repeat it also in this program.
Oh.
Yeah. And we feel that something is happening. It's a very painful era right now, with the bloodshed and terrorism in Syria, between Palestine and Israel. There's problems in Egypt, Jordan, Bahrain, Bangladesh, East Turkestan. Wherever we look, we see that. All over the world, mostly in the Middle East, all over the world, but also. So that means we are closer to this area, and what we do have to do is, all of us, come together, unite, alliance, Christians, Jews, and Muslims, and make it faster.
To speed
Ask
it
for
up.
that. Pray for that. That's great.
Yes, it's upon us, it's responsibility. The expression I used, it's Hevlei Biyat Mashiach, which means the birth pangs of the coming of Mashiach. That's it's very profound, very very deep expression of the faith, of the Jewish faith. It obviously has a lot of mystical meanings, and it has a lot of mystical signs which only religious scholars of the highest caliber can pinpoint.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
for sure.
If we want, of course, Jews to be more religious, Muslims to be more religious, Christians to be more religious, but through religion, this will stop the radicalism and bigotry. That is a major threat to the world. Radicalism and bigotry, it doesn't have to do anything with the religions, because in three divine religions, Abrahamic religions, there is compassion, mercy, love, tolerance, and justice. There is no violence. There is no such thing.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. It was a pleasure and honor to have you, really, and we share so much common, and unity generates power, and we ask you to come back again.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Inshallah.